The last time I played Minecraft it looked like that, so it's been a long time. Today you're gonna see me playing Minecraft as an old schooler. Let's just start a new world and I spawned in a beach. The first thing that I recognized is that the graphics already look different, because if you compare it with the clip in the beginning it really changed and I thought that is pretty cool. And of course I'm gonna get some wood before we start. Actually, I like that we spawned in a savanna. I remember my last world being in a savanna too. I found this little cave and I decided to make my first base here. It's really useful to do your first base close to your spawn point. Later you're gonna see why. After making myself these wooden tools, I decided to go mining for some iron and coal. I made sure to get some meat too, so I will not be too hungry later. And here I found this new ore. At least for me it's new, maybe it exists since many years. I don't know about that, guys, but when I say new, I just mean it's new for me. Apparently you cannot mine copper with a wooden pickaxe. I mined some coal here and made myself some stone tools. I remember that I need to sleep at night, so I get some wool. And I must say that I like that sheep now drop meat. That wasn't the case in earlier versions. After collecting these resources, I went back to my base and made myself a bed. I think the last time I played it, beds were always this classic red. And after cooking some meat, I went through the crafting table. And there are many items, many new items for me. It's difficult to have an overview, to be honest. And I decided to just go for this campfire that I saw here. I saw that on many videos that I watched about Minecraft. And I decided to just make one for myself. After making it, I placed it in my room. I think it's cool because you can use it instead of a torch. You can also use it to cook your meat, as I later discovered, and it can also burn you if you jump on it. So I decided to mine this copper the next day and get myself the first Monster Hunter achievement. After I mined some iron, I did these iron tools, and I realized that the iron sword has less attack damage than the stone axe. I don't know if it was always like that, but I don't remember it. I also saw this weird thing on the ground. I don't know if it's something special or not. I went for some fish here, and these are new too, because back then you had to actually fish them. I almost got killed from these skeletons, so I just decided to go sleep. And on the next day, I was exploring the forest nearby when I found this thing. When I first discovered a nether portal, I was a bit disappointed because I thought, why would the producers make it so easy for new players to find the nether portal or to have access to it? I think I changed my mind at the end, but still it was a bit weird because there was even a chest with like many golden tools and I thought that's just you're making the game too easy. But yeah, like I said, I changed my mind because I think you have many things that you can do in the overworld and in the nether, so this isn't really so helpful to have these golden tools. And it also gives more variety to the overworld. I saw this witch at night. I returned back during the daytime and the witch was still there, but then she just disappeared. Yeah, that's for sure weird. I crafted myself a shield. This is probably my favorite new feature in this game because it really changes the gameplay and it's also really easy to craft. And I was ready to go into the cave. I also like how they changed the type of bricks or type of stone that you can find in the caves because it really shows that you are like in a deeper section of the cave. There was also this ruin that I found and I started exploring it, or the mine shaft, whatever you want to call it. And I found some gold and mined myself some of these ores that I found, some lapis lazuli and some redstone too, to gain some experience. I made myself a little base to smelt the iron, but before I can smelt, I need to get some coal again. I forgot to take coal with me. It's important because in the deeper layers of the caves you don't have coal anymore. After I went exploring deeper into the cave, I found this, my first diamond. I really didn't expect to find diamonds this early in the game. I think this is the second or the third day. But that's good because we are making progress. Later I also found this spawner, a zombie spawner, and I quickly destroyed it. there wasn't really much I could do here. I looted the chest, and the only thing that was really special was this armor. The real OG players out there know why I took that mossy cobblestone with me. I took the rest of the diamonds that I missed on my way, and now we had 8 diamonds and a full set of iron armor. I was really happy about that, and I actually wanted to change my skin because I didn't like the skin so much, but I ended up not doing it anyway. I crafted myself my first diamond sword to have a better defense, and suddenly this friendly guest decided to visit me. I hit him with the gunpowder because I couldn't use my diamond sword right away. There is this new feature with the sword that you can charge it when you attack, and when you charge it, it actually can hit many mobs at the same time, and it does more damage. So that means if you just spam your button, it doesn't deal so much damage anymore. I think cave spiders are more dangerous than normal spiders because they are tinier. That means you cannot hit them as good as the other spiders, and they're also poisonous. I found even more diamonds here, and I was really surprised how many diamonds we could actually find. This one was the last one, and I also found this little mine shard. And after a successful day in the cave, I head back home and made myself some barrels, which are a useful new item too. And I made this farm, which I didn't use anyway at the end because I found this village where I later decided to build my house. I had to take this cool block with me because it really looked nice, and I don't remember Minecraft physics working like that. Actually, everything looks nice. Even the villagers are now based on their jobs. They have a different appearance, and everything just looks better. The graphics in general, especially the leaves. If you compare the leaves in the earlier versions and the leaves now, they really look different. After making myself a boat here, I went to explore the ocean and I found a shipwreck, which is new for me too. I think I just need to stop saying what's new for me because everything is new for me. Apparently shipwrecks have up to 3 chests in them. I only found 1 or 2 here. I don't know if there are always 3 chests in every shipwreck, I'm not sure. But this one wasn't really special because I just found some armor. The thing that was special is that they were enchanted. I made sure to not miss on any hidden room in this ship. And as I was swimming around the ship, I saw a drowned zombie. They actually can drop special items too. I really like how they changed the ocean because back then the ocean was just a big biome that didn't really have many things. I also found this little fish that looked special to me, and while I was following him, I got poisoned by this pufferfish. And the other one that I was following was a pufferfish too. They just get big when they poison you. I don't know why this one didn't do that. But I wanted to take him with me and I went home because the sun is setting. The sunset is always beautiful, right? Even in Minecraft. As I said before, I wanted to go to that village to make my base there. So far, I like the new Minecraft features. I don't necessarily think that older versions of the games, I'm not just talking about Minecraft, I'm talking about general every game, every video game that is out there. There are a lot of people who say that it was always better before than after. Even though I agree with that for other game series, I think for Minecraft it's the opposite, for me at least. I enjoyed the new graphics. I also think that it's great that they added many features and many new mobs and things like that. Of course, I don't feel like I play the old Minecraft because it has changed a lot, but if I want to have that nostalgia, I can just play older versions. What I'm trying to say is that even if a game changes, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It can be a good thing. Where it gets bad is when the game doesn't have the characteristics anymore that made the game iconic. I think when series reach that point, that's when the fan base actually gets a bit disappointed with the producers. However, that's just my opinion, and in the background you can see how I'm building my house. I will put the link in the description for the tutorial to build that house. Actually, it is a desert house, but I transform it into a savanna house. Here I made my chest room, and I think this villager likes my house too. And let's do a little room tour. Actually, I didn't like that house so much because it doesn't have so much space. The upper section, it's just this balcony, so I cannot do anything here. I need to store everything in the first floor, and as I said, I don't have so much space. I ended up removing that hallway door, so I can turn this into a big, and like one big first floor. I made myself all these tables. At the beginning, I didn't know what these were made for. Some of them you can use, and all of them you can also use to change the jobs of villagers or to make a villager do a certain job. There is a thief in my apartment, that's why you should always lighten up your rooms. Use torches, use whatever you want. I wonder if he actually spawned there or just went in there. Nevertheless, I put some torches in my room and slept this night to make my farm the next day, to complete my farm the next day. I planted some bamboo too and did myself an animal farm, so I have everything complete before I could go to the nether. Talking about the topic from before again, I think as you get older, games generally don't feel the same like when you played it as a kid. And it's crazy to compare because when I think back, I played Minecraft Pocket Edition, and this edition was so limited, you literally had almost nothing compared to that version of today. But still, I remember I had so much fun playing it. And by the way, what's gonna happen next in this jungle is gonna be crazy and really sad. I never saw parrots before and I really wanted to see if I can feed them, so I picked some seeds from the ground and tried to feed it. At first I thought that he is not happy because I give him the regular seeds, but that's just like a counter because I ended up picking more seeds and also transforming my watermelon into seeds. I also tried to give him some fish, which didn't work. And after this failed attempt to give him a whole watermelon, I realized that I can do the melon seeds, and that's when he actually became my friend. And like the dog, you can make him wait for you or you can make him follow you, and that's gonna be a huge disappointment at the end. You're gonna see why. I collected some beans here and head into the cave to get some lava because I wanted to make obsidian. And in this part of the video you're gonna see how I can make obsidian like a pro. It's been a really long time since I last made obsidian, and here is my failed attempt to actually make it. I waited for it to fly away so I can break the cobblestone, but then it just flew in there and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't realize, I thought it was just a glitch, but he was actually suffocating in there. Damn, why did he have to go in there? I even tried to feed the other parrot, but he kept flying away. I think that's because he hates me now because I killed the other parrot. Yeah, whatever. I think I need to go home now because there isn't much to do here. I didn't make obsidian, I killed the parrot, everything just goes wrong. Then I saw the stair block just hanging around in the air. The only way it can land there is probably last time when I was mining for wood, when I wanted to build my house. I probably left it there because I wanted to get to the top of the tree. And then I looked up in the sky and this happened. I was inattentive and got blown up by a creeper. I had my shield but I couldn't use it in the last moment, and this is my first death. I didn't know what to do right away because I wanted to go back there, but it was still night and I didn't have any armor. The night was getting crazier as I saw zombies chasing that villager, and I actually wanted to give him shelter and open the door for him, but he refused to come in, so I just decided to close it and go. I was afraid to sleep because I thought my items will disappear. And what's even crazier is that this squid just died on the land and it started raining. Everything just got worse. This night it started from the parrot and things just went worse, really. At least I can have my items back. But I'm sad about the levels because you lose a lot of levels when you die. I lost like 17 levels. I mined this iron ore and just decided to go back because this jungle was just cursed. I didn't have anything to do here. I didn't want to see this jungle anymore. Too many things happened here. I like this mechanic of the composter. It's a really good way to not waste the seeds and still at the same time get something good out of it. There was this massive cave nearby, and I also needed some coal and iron, so I mined a bit of that first. After I was happy with the amount that I mined, I jumped right into it, and luckily there was a lot of water so I can easily just jump into it, and when I have enough I can just climb the waterfall. I discovered this massive underground sea or underground lake, and there was even a diamond in there. Old school Minecraft didn't have so many water structures in caves, if I'm not wrong. But there isn't just a water lake, there is also this massive lava lake, and I really felt like I'm in the nether here. I first tried to mine myself down at the other side, and then I just discovered diamonds again. After I saw that I cannot really get access to the sea like that, I just decided to go down in another way, and luckily I found this waterfall or this underground sea again that just made everything easier. It even turned the lava into obsidian, so I could just mine it now. And it took really long, even with the diamond pickaxe. I don't know why it is like that. And after mining enough obsidian, I almost fell into lava here. Yeah, I was pretty lucky because if I just moved a bit more forward, I would have fallen in lava. And I also saw this zombie villager. I still don't know if they are like special or if they drop a special item that regular zombies don't drop, but I'm not sure. The rest of this trip wasn't really special. I just discovered this massive underground sea. It wasn't a lake anymore, it's like an ocean fusioned with a cave. I'm pretty sure that this didn't exist in old school Minecraft, and I'm also wondering like how big it actually is, and you really need water potions to discover all of that. Yeah, whatever. I need to get out of here now. And now I have a cool way to walk on the lava lake. I found some more diamonds, and I also found these squids. They are new too. They are like glowing and they look pretty special, and they drop glowing ink sacs. And you can craft cool items with them, but unfortunately I couldn't get one because I was kinda irritated by the darkness and the things that just drown me, the magma cubes in the water. So I just decided to go home. I wanted to prepare myself for the nether, and here I did some decorations. I really like that bamboo table, and you can also use it as a ladder. Here is my failed attempt to craft an enchanting table. I don't know why I was so sure that there was glass in it. However, when I was looking at the enchantments that I could do, I ended up not enchanting anything. I didn't want to waste my levels because I wanted to wait for the bigger enchantments when I have enough bookshelves, but that was a mistake because even a 1 level enchantment is a good enchantment. Whatsoever, here we go to the nether. I didn't really like that I didn't have any blocks underneath me. I had to be careful now, and I tried to remove these blocks first, but after 1 hour trying to get rid of them, I realized that when you're in another portal you cannot mine something, so I just decided to do some sort of bridge here. I never was in this biome before. This biome basically consists of magma cubes and these lava lakes and mountains, whatever you want to call that. And it also looks like it's snowing, but it's actually something like a stone rain. So I carefully built myself a road and just observed what I have around me. I actually didn't like that I couldn't really get anywhere without making sure that I don't fall in lava here, so that was a bit annoying, but I could go through it. I just need to be careful to not fall off the cliff and just build a road that somehow leads me somewhere. And this road is going to lead me somewhere special, but you're gonna see that a bit later because here I decided to return and go to the other direction. I saw some glowstone and collected it because glowstone now isn't just a cool block, now you can also make arrows out of it. After reaching this point I decided to return again because I didn't saw any special things in the horizon. I also carefully killed these magma cubes because I didn't want to get too close to them. I wasn't sure if they can just push me in lava or something. Now I was at the other side again, and a surprise was waiting there for me. Because I found another fortress. And it was exciting for me because even back then I never made it to a fortress actually. So my mission now was to get some blaze powder. I forgot that you can make ender eyes with blaze powder and ender pearls, and you actually need them for the end portal. Yeah, I even forgot that, even though old school players should know that too. It's been generally a long time since I played Minecraft and I forgot a lot of things. And as I mentioned, I didn't even make it to the end or to another fortress. That's why I actually didn't know these things. So after getting rid of that blaze and collecting the item, something funny happened again. You're gonna see how a skeleton, the nether skeleton, is gonna attack me, and I'm gonna handle all of that like a pro again. I wasn't sure how much damage he would deal to me, so I decided to flee away. Actually, I could get rid of him too, but at this moment I just didn't know how strong he actually was and how dangerous it would be. And this is gonna be mistake number 2 here. Instead of climbing up, I went deeper into the fortress, and then another skeleton followed me too, so there was 2 now. I even failed to eat my golden apple here, and I didn't even use my shield. So that's the best example of how panicking actually makes the situation worse. I crafted myself a whole set of iron armor and some weapons too, so I would not go with empty hands, and I would be at least a bit safe. And after returning there and crafting myself another shield, I carefully killed the mobs with my bow and safely collected the items that I lost. I think I almost died again here, but I had a golden carrot, and I think that a golden carrot removes your effect that you have. I'm not sure if this wither effect can actually kill you when you don't eat a golden carrot. I didn't want to risk it. I don't know if it's like poison, and I'm not even sure if poison can kill you in harder modes. I decided to put my important stuff into a chest, so if I die again, I would not lose my items. And from here on, it's not gonna be really special. I will just go hunt some blaze, and I actually like how the new arrows that you can craft with glowstone make the mob glow, and like that you can see them better, and it even looks cool. This fortress actually has a fusion with this biome that I am in. It makes it actually harder to get through because there is lava everywhere. And because of that, I spent a lot of time actually clearing the fortress, clearing it from lava, because there were many places where lava was on the roof. I think it's some sort of glitch, similar with sand or gravel that just spawns, and if you remove one block, it all falls down. But I didn't want to accidentally jump into it, so I just tried to remove or place blocks into it, and here I almost got burned by the lava also. Nevertheless, I managed to get rid of all of this and continued to explore the cave and actually found a blaze spawn or 2 here. I want to talk again about the topic that I talked about before. I think new Minecraft is good. I like all the new blocks. I think it gives you a lot more variety to build houses or anything that you want. Also like all the new mobs. Actually, while I was playing this, the newest version came out. The newest version is currently 1.21, but I didn't update it while I was playing because I think it wasn't even possible at that time. Talking again about the whole nostalgia and fun thing, I think it's different when you play as a child and when you play as an adult. I mean, most people would think, okay, that's obvious, but I think as a child we really just focus on gaming. We actually don't care if a game is like really fun or like really has a lot of things, has a lot of different mechanics. You just play with what you have. That's why I also mentioned Pocket Edition. I mean, when I remembered Pocket Edition, it was crazy because your world was like limited. You just had a tiny space, and you didn't have any of these things like caves or structures like temples or something like that. You didn't have anything of this. You just had your overworld, and when it got night, there were zombies and skeletons and spiders, but that was it. There was nothing more. There wasn't even a nether or an end portal. I know that Pocket Edition has changed a lot now. As far as I know, it's the same like Bedrock. So Pocket Edition doesn't really exist anymore, it's just Bedrock Edition. And I even remember how boring the overworld was too. You didn't have many biomes, you just had like a little forest, a beach, or some sort of mountains that were not like big mountains. Compared to the computer version, it really was nothing. You couldn't really compare that. But still, I had fun playing it. I don't want to say that I don't have fun now playing this version of Minecraft. Like I said, I really enjoy all the new things. I'm repeating myself now. I think the main reason is just when you're a kid, you experience these things differently and you experience the game differently also. In this part of the clip, you can also see how dangerous it actually is to explore the outside of the cave, the outside of the castle, I mean. I think that was a blaze that hit me because I got burned for a bit. I didn't have many torches left, that's why I lost track a bit. I didn't know if I already was in that part of the castle. I decided to not show much more of this. I actually plan to show more, but it's just the same thing because I keep exploring the castle, fighting some mobs, nothing special anymore. It's also dangerous with that new feature of the sword that you can accidentally hit another mob like this zombie pigman and they come after you. There wasn't much left to do, so I just decided to go home again. And I was surprised, I forgot that actually mobs can pass through a nether portal too. This happened with this magma cube. It's also good that you can increase the range of your maps with this table. You can also use the table for villagers to make a cartography villager. After making that map and exploring the oceans, I found this temple or ruin, whatever it is. But these gardens didn't look so friendly, and they actually put an effect on me that it's like a mining fatigue. It really slows down your mining, and that will be really bad for me later. I tried to go into that ruin, but I realized that I'm not prepared enough because I probably need a potion to breathe underwater. I also need better armor and maybe a weapon. It's a special weapon that this drowned zombie can drop. After this failed attempt to enter the ocean ruin, I tried my luck here and this sort of ruin. They are like ruins too, or like monuments, I don't know. But here I wasn't so lucky. I made a door to breathe, but there were just too many drowned zombies and they were attacking me all at once. And I don't know why I just didn't go up at this point. I really wanted to open that chest first, but that wasn't a good idea. Because while I was trying to restore my bubbles, the drowned zombies kept attacking me. I think if I just placed another door somewhere here, I would survive that, but it's the same thing like before. I was a bit in panic. And I didn't know that when you shift, you can actually stop getting damage from this block while painfully trying to get something done. That happened again. That was my third death, I think, in this whole series. But do you guys remember at the beginning when I said it's useful when you build your first base at your spawn point? So basically what here happened was that my respawn point was not there anymore because the last time and the last place where I slept I destroyed the bed. So the game will just take your very first spawn point and spawn you there again. It's also useful to put some things in the chest like food or weapons, so you don't have to go with empty hands to this place again. I managed to get my items back and some of my levels, but it was a good thing that I returned here because I found this buried treasure map and I went straight to find the treasure. I also found this ship, it wasn't sunken this time, or just like half sunken. And while you can see me how I explored the ship, I also want to talk about mods. I found it really impressive how people can turn Minecraft in a completely different game or just add so many new things to it that it gives so much variety. And these people don't even work for a company. They just do it because it's a hobby or they just like to do it. And most of these people or some people even put that out for free. I mean, I know there are mods or maps that you actually need to pay, and it's okay if someone wants to do that because there is a lot of work in it. But also respect when people do it for free because they show what they can do and they don't even want to charge anything for it. I don't really know much about programming or making a game, but editing videos takes a lot of time and work, and I can imagine that programming, coding, developing a game, just everything that has to do with that, it's it's a lot of work too. And also in the background you can see me how I find the chest or how we try to find the chest. I used many methods that I found in YouTube and I don't see the chest. It's right next to me on the left, but I'm just blind. I cannot see it. I will see it moments later. After finally finding it, I opened the chest and there were some cool items in there, especially the Heart of the Sea item. That looks pretty interesting. And here I am back at my home base. I'm gonna end the part here. If you watched until here, you're a king. Just looking at what I've accomplished until now. And yeah, there isn't much left to say anymore. Wait, I need to do it from this angle like the real Minecraft players. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you somehow enjoyed it and see you in the next video.